Alright, hey guys, Modern Monk here. I'm going to talk about my re-ruptured Achilles tendon. I know when you search up on the internet, Achilles tendon injury, and people talk about their 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, till all the way up to like their full recovery. Um, yeah, there's lots of videos about it, and I looked up like Achilles tendon injury, and there was like only one, and I thought this guy was gonna keep us posted about everything, but he didn't. So I'm gonna be doing this. I decided, why the fuck not? Nobody's really talking about it. I also feel like it's not that common, so I guess I'm one of the lucky idiots that just got that chance. Um, yeah, so let's dive into this. So this first happened playing basketball. Like a lot of Achilles tendon injuries seem to be happening. Like the few videos that I've watched, it seemed to be all people who play basketball, so lucky us. Funny thing is, I was actually recovering from my dislocated collarbone. I'll see if I'll have a picture for it, but still dislocated. But I just recovered from it. It would happen in March, and I was just starting to be active again. And yeah, I was doing rock climbing with a few buddies, and then went to play basketball. I just ran, and then I like stopped like suddenly and just heard a pop, like a lot of people talk about. And I took a step, and I just like completely lost balance and fell on the floor, and I was in so much pain. I thought it was just a sprained ankle, like that's legit what I thought it was. I was like, this is gonna be fine. Like, I'm not going to the hospital. I was like super in denial of like how serious this injury was until pretty much like the next day when I actually finally decided to go to the hospital because of my girlfriend's uncle, because he happened to have the same injury and he went through the surgical route just like I did. And I'm going to say that I also went through it again for my re-ruptured. Um, yeah, so it's been a hard journey. I won't lie about that. It's been, I feel like, more of a mental battle than a physical battle for me, especially because this is my third injury this year. And it's harder because it's also my second surgery. And I think I'll have it in the title, but this is 3 weeks out right now. I would have posted the first week or the second week, but I feel like it's very repetitive. Like, especially most videos that I've looked up online, it seemed like most people kind of go through the same thing unless they don't go through the surgical route. But most people do the soft cast, so I got a soft cast for my re-ruptured. So I got it for both times, my first rupture, and first surgery and second surgery. And the only thing that's different so far is that for this second surgery, I got switched to my air cast, but now I'm not supposed to walk or put any weight bearing or do any physio for another like 3 weeks. So it was 2 weeks in the air cast and 4 weeks in, 2 weeks in the soft cast, 4 weeks in the air cast. And then I got an appointment coming up, and I'm going to keep you guys posted. I don't know if it's going to be weekly or monthly, and honestly it'll probably depend on the engagement this video gets. I'm still gonna post even if this video doesn't get like any sort of views or comments or anything. This is kind of just also for myself to see how far I'll come, and also because I feel like nobody's talking about, like, most people who post about their Achilles tendon injuries don't have the type of job that I have. Like, they're not in construction, so I feel like it's harder because, like, yeah, they do need to be able to walk to go to work and all that stuff, but like some people, it's just like they're either influencers. It wouldn't even matter if they really like, well, okay, I feel like that's kind of harsh to say, but like, I depend on my body to make a living, and I will still depend on my body to make a living. Like, I don't work in an office when I go back. So yeah, and I've been off for over 2 months now, pretty much going on. Yeah, it's been a while because I was supposed to go to school. Anyways, I'm gonna try and not get too sidetracked. So yeah, happened, I think I talked about it, covered already. The first injury happened playing basketball. Now the second injury was actually pretty crazy because I was just going off the stairs, and I'll take a video of it to show you guys, the stairs in my basement, and I just slipped with my sock on, I slipped, I landed on my left leg, and it hurt like hell. Like, I didn't hear a sound, I didn't hear a pop or anything like the first time that it happened. But I knew something was wrong. I was just yelling. My girlfriend had to call the ambulance. They brought me in. Crazy thing though was, as soon as I got to the hospital, the doctor that assessed me thought nothing was wrong. He pretty much told me like the chances are, but I mean he was correct, but like with the way that he explained everything, he was just like, the chances of you having a re-ruptured with you falling with your air cast are very slim. Like, they're pretty much close to none, because it would need wiggle room for it to just like snap again. And it wasn't until, well, I pretty much kind of requested, I was like, well, could we get like an ultrasound at least? Like, that will just give me like kind of the peace of mind. And he booked me an ultrasound for pretty much like the following day. They saw it through the ultrasound. They didn't give me news for like a week or whatever. My doctor or my surgeon came to talk to me, told me from the assessment of it, it looks like it was a re-ruptured, and it wasn't until the MRI that they really confirmed that it was completely torn. So, and then that's when I chose. I was just like, he's like, you have two options again. There is no third time's a charm, so don't like do this shit again. Obviously, I would never do this shit again. Why the fuck would I put myself through this? Like, anyways, I think that's just a little bit of held up anger, but it's just like, why, like, do you think I wanted to fall down the stairs, like the 3 steps in my basement, and just, I would just love to just go back to just being in the soft cast and do the surgery again? No, there was no part of me that wanted to go through this. Anyways, this has been a long journey. I still have a lot of steps through this, but you know what? I think by the end of this, and I hear it from a lot of videos, like a lot of people make a lot of realizations, and they kind of, I don't know, they do a lot of self-growth, and I think that's it's gonna help me with. But yeah, but I really want to be able to go back to sports. Like, I know the chances are, like, some people, this is like career ending, especially if they're doing like professional sports. I mean, I'm not doing any sort of professional sports, so I don't feel like it's career ending for me, but it also feels like it's going to be hard to go back to doing construction. So yeah, this time is completely different. Got my soft cast off, got the air cast on, but for another 4 weeks, and I don't know if I just told you guys this, I'm not supposed to be doing any sort of weight bearing or anything. I gotta wait till my next appointment to see what my next steps are gonna be. And I'm sure they're gonna be like, start weight bearing and start walking on it slowly with your crutches and start doing the physio. But yeah, it's been harder in that sense, because last week was super quick, and not last week, but last time was really quick after my surgery, and this time it's even slower. Like, it's just more resting. There's not a lot I can do when I can't weight bear, and yeah, and I'm also broke as hell. So hopefully some people can like relate with me. Like, it's not easy for just like everybody, especially if you rely on just like a physical job like me. Like, not working is hard. Like, it's hard, because like now I'm on EI, and it's just like I just make, like, I'm not gonna say how much I make, but it's like nothing. But it could be worse. There's also that too. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. I think I'll probably keep you guys posted when that period of time kind of arrives. Like, it's supposed to be November 9th, so I'll probably make a video like either that same day when I get my more information, or the next day, and then I'll probably start posting like more of like my recovery, because right now it's kind of just like, I think it's just kind of boring. I'm not gonna just show you guys that I just do fuck all. Like, I pretty much just play League of Legends. Like, I am doing like a few things, like I'm doing a few courses at the same time, but I'm doing a lot of gaming and a lot of watching animes, and it's not that interesting. So I don't think there's a reason for me to just start recording myself doing nothing, you know? But yeah, anyways, love you guys. And yeah, I'll be back, and I'll answer comments and questions and pretty much anything about this. But re-ruptured videos are coming.